The best way you ensure sustainability is, to be honest, profitability is 50% of it. I've been back to my family business since 2013 and roughly looking at 12 years now into the industry. So as a second generation, I've noticed there's only two segments. One is you either are successful at integration, that means you've come into the family business or whatever and you have captured and understood the market, the challenges, you've learned the nitty-gritty details about textiles, about sewing, CMs and all these costings, backward linkage, all of this. The other is a complete opposite scenario where they are struggling. And I have friends from both segments, and in some segments our second generation is failing because we as an industry in Bangladesh, we don't have succession planning. I spoke about this before on another show hosted by the textiles folks. And the main issue is that you have to have succession planning. If my father's company, my family's business is highly successful and I have come in to join, where do I start? What position do I start? I cannot immediately become a director. That makes no sense. What area do I involve myself in? Who is going to teach me? Because without any background knowledge, I cannot teach myself. This R&D sector is such a sector where you cannot go on YouTube or Google and just learn apparel merchandising. They'll give you one or two formulas, we multiply by 6 zeros, and that's it. That's the end of discussion. This is a very practical industry where you have to be at the floor levels, in front of machineries with your workers, learn it from a ground level, understand consumption, SCAD, sewing allowances, everything else. So there are these two categories. It's either one or the other. Either they're very successful at integration, in the other case that they have not been. And this is a challenging thing because it depends upon the company. In my company, for example, when I came back 2013, my father left the doors open to the factory. But he did not say, you sit at the head office and you're a decision maker. You handle all the buyers. I started handling buyers 4 or 5 years after I've been involved in the family business. What did I do for 4 or 5 years? I went to the factory. I didn't do any specific task. I stood in front of the lines, I stood in front of the dyeing machine, and I saw how it happens. I didn't understand for the first year, I didn't understand for the second year. From the third year, I understood a little bit, fourth year a little bit, fifth year I started taking orders, negotiating with clients. I understood costing, I understood the counts of yarn. This because my door was open. Now imagine I'm a very big company, multi-million-dollar turnover every single year, big group. I've come back, the company has a board, has 10 directors, as executive director, COO, CFO. Where do I fit in? I must be given a pat or shown a pat. To me, start karo. You go from here and you learn ABCD. And your second part of your question had to do with the sustainability practices and so on. So we're a highly audited company at Knittex. We have GOTS, GRS, RSC, SEDEX, BSCI, OCOTEX. All of the fundamental compliance requirements we have successfully managed. The fire safety, electrical safety, PC committees, to everything else, we've satisfied. Those are fundamental requirements. So checklist on an audit. Beyond that, I always say, what is sustainability? It's your ability to sustain in a business, as in you ensure that your business is running for the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. The best way you ensure sustainability is, to be honest, profitability is 50% of it.